Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. It's Brandon with Campbell Fitness, and I wanted to make a follow-up video from my video last week on front squats. Now that video, what I talked about was different ways to use different grips with front squats to make it more effective and easier. Now in that description box for that video, I put that front squats were a good auxiliary exercise to back squats, and they shouldn't be used as a replacement, but more as an accessory. And this brought up some questions from some of you asking about the differences between front and back squats, so I thought I'd do a video on that subject. Now the first major difference obviously is where the bar is placed. So on back squats, the bar is held on your back. Front squats, it's held right across the shoulders and upper chest. Now that position of the bar really leads into the main differences between these two exercises. So on a back squat, a lot of time you're told to sit back. And that is because when the weight is on your back, either with a high bar or low bar squat, which we'll go into in another video, the weight is on your back and it's pulling you backwards. So most people tell you to make the movement like you're sitting down or sitting back, and that's very effective. And it's one of the reasons why the squat is looked at as probably the king of all exercises, because you use so many muscles. Quads, hams, your posterior chain, all of these things, all used in the back squat. However, as most of you know, and as a lot of you have seen in the gym, a lot of people have trouble with back squats and getting low enough, getting parallel or below. They do a lot of what we call half reps. And that's because due to bad flexibility, people just not being comfortable with the bar and not being able to fully sit back. Now the diagram you see currently, you'll see three different positions. You'll see a front squat and two variations of the back squat, both a high bar and low bar. Now, with the high and low bar back squat, what you'll also see is you'll see that the person tends to lean forward a bit. So it's okay to do that. That's the normal position or the normal track of the movement. And a lot of you guys will see this with power lifters and other lifters as they go down, their chest or face is pointing more towards forward. Now when you're doing front squats, because the bar is in front of you and it's pulling you forward instead of backwards in this case, it's very difficult to in fact sit back. So in this case, with front squats, the track of movement is more vertical. You're up and down, and that's how your body is going to go during this movement. Because of that, you're actually taking out a lot of the other muscle groups that you work than you do with the back squat. So the front squat is viewed more as a quad dominant or isolation, in some cases exercise. Even though some other muscles are involved, it places a lot more emphasis on your quadriceps. It's because of this that the front squat is actually looked at as an auxiliary exercise, because it doesn't put as much emphasis on all the other muscle groups that the back squat does. So if you're looking to put this into your routine, it shouldn't be a replacement for back squats, but more of something to help you out or an accessory exercise. And the way I look at it was said very well by someone on the Strong Lifts website, if you've ever been to that website, and they said, you know, if you do a lot of front squats, sure, your front squats will go up, but it won't really have that much impact on increasing your back squat. However, on the flip side of things, if you really work on your back squat and get that to go up, your front squat will go up as well. The main problem with front squats that a lot of people have, and the reason for my previous video, is the fact that a lot of people are uncomfortable gripping the bar and they can't control a heavy weight using those kinds of grip. Now, when we're talking about muscle building and strength building, obviously going heavier with good form in mind is always going to be more beneficial to doing lighter weights and higher reps. So that being the case, the back squat is still king, but the front squat is a nice accessory movement to add into your leg day every now and then. I hope that clears up some questions for you. If there's something I didn't address, please feel free to ask in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. As always, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Stay big.